The year is 2026. America is celebrating 250 years of independence, and these tall ships are returning to Sandy Hook and the New York Harbor for a celebration that generations will remember. So come along with us as we explore Fort Hancock and this historic event. This event intentionally echoes Operation Sail of 1976. And during Operation Sail, approximately 250 tall ships and sailing vessels arrived beginning July 2nd. And they were anchored in the Sandy Hook Bay and Gravesend Band before the July 4th parade. The current 2026 celebration follows the same tradition by having the fleet anchor in Sandy Hook Bay, directly adjacent to Fort Hancock, before entering the New York Harbor. Sandy Hook has been the traditional gateway to the New York Harbor for centuries, and before modern navigation channels, ships entering the harbor hugged the Sandy Hook shoreline, making it one of the most historically significant maritime locations on the East Coast. So leave a comment down below. Tell me, were you here in 1976, and did you come again this year for 2026? People here already. It's not even 8 o'clock yet. We left at a little after 6 a.m. to get here. See the tall ships that are going to be going up into the lower bay to the upper bay by the Statue of Liberty for the 4th of July. Fort Hancock, I believe it's been here since 1898. A lot of people here. Last time this happened was in, what, 76?
Hey guys. How are you? How you doing?
See if we can zoom in a little.
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully they're not crooked. Hopefully they're, you know.
Little boats all there next to it. Bet you it's a sight at night to see all the lights on the boats. Some of these are falling apart from storms and just years of decay. So I think at one point there were about 7,000 men stationed here. So the idea here in 1895 was for this installation to protect the New York Harbor from attack by sea. And today you can come here, ride your bike, take a walk, go fishing, see the sights. But back during war times, soldiers were here. And with this lookout, you can understand why they were here to protect the bay. It's a good view. It's a good lookout. Today's a little hot. It's already like 90 something degrees, and it's not even 8 a.m. Look at this here. Water is powerful. Little dragonfly flying around. You probably can't see me. So tiny. He's like a little helicopter in the air. And if you come here, I saw online, I've never been here, but McFly's looks really good. It's a place to check out if you ever come here to Sandy Hook, Fort Hancock. McFly's on the Hook. Never been. I think they open at 11. I don't know if they're open today. I think this building here has really seen better days. Quite sad, but I mean, to fix all the buildings here would be a ton of money. Someone's jacket there or something. Here's some sort of music going on down there. The trumpets. Can't hear it probably on the camera, but I can hear it. Get that Raffi song stuck in your head. Down by the bay. A big tent situation over here for events. It's the Post Theater. Let's see what this sign says. It says Officers Row. 18 houses comprise Officers Row. Unfortunately, there's some poop on this. Each home was to an officer and his family. Traditionally, officers' home faced forward. The parade ground here, however, Army architects placed them facing Sandy Hook Bay to take advantage of the cool summer breezes and the splendid evening sunsets. Built in 1898. This was a chapel behind us here. I'll show it in a second. 1941 it was built. Post Chapel was originally used by the U.S. Army as a non-denominational venue. Services for all religions practiced on the base were held here. Just like today, the chapel was used for weddings, funerals, and other ceremonies. And then the Sandy Hook Ferry Landing. And this area is where we're at. And here's the chapel. Here's the chapel up close. All the people, there's some classic cars. Classic car alert. Classic car alert. Let's go check them out. Classic car alert. You got a Chevrolet here. Historic Chevrolet. Here you got the weather people. First alert weather. Chevy Impala. Look at that beauty. It says this was featured in Miranda's Victim, a movie. I have not heard of it. I'm gonna have to check it out.
So I'm like, oh man.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, so you get a good look.
Yeah.
See, I don't know the gray ship there.
Can you read it?
No.
Can you read it with the binoculars?
It's really quite extraordinary because it was really what she was looking for.
U.S. Coast Guard area back. Firehouse here. The first fire station. Still here. This was the mule barn. I guess there. Days before automobiles, armies moved by horse and mule power. So this was the theater I showed before. Soldiers could catch the latest films of the day at the Post Theater, which seated 300. And the average ticket price was 10 cents. Let's see what this building was here. It says this was the quartermaster storehouse. Warehouse used to store uniforms, blankets, furniture, and other personal supplies. Fort Hancock painted on the roof was a marker for pilots. If you look closely, you can see the original roof line in bricks. The sun is so bright, I'm not sure if I can. Maybe I can. I don't know. All right, let's keep moving to the lighthouse. And they got the portaloos, better for ones than they are for twos. If you know, you know. I hope everybody has a wonderful, happy, and healthy holiday weekend celebrating 4th of July, the 250th anniversary of the United States of America. So leave me a comment down below. Tell me, what do you like to do for 4th of July? Do you celebrate? Do you have hot dogs? Do you have hamburgers? Do you make a lasagna? So here's the Sandy Hook Lighthouse. So 1764 to 1890s. Lighting the way. It was built, 1764. Ships entered the New York harbor through a natural channel that rose close to Sandy Hook shores. The sandbars were a constant danger, and the merchants of New York built the lighthouse to protect their shipping interests. Today, the light remains a part of the system of navigational aids that guide ships through the harbor. In the early years, the tower was lighted by whale oil lamps and by mirrors that reflected the lamp's light. Kerosene later replaced the whale oil, and in the 1920s, the tower was electrified. The mirrors were replaced in 1857 with the Fresnel lens, still in use today. Let's walk up this way and check it out. I'm happy to say that there's no mosquitoes here. If you ever go to Assateague Island, to the lighthouse, the mosquito situation there is just horrendous. Literally, it was like a horror movie. You just don't want to stop. If you're on a bike, you got to rent bikes and go bike around Assateague Island. And if you stop, you just get annihilated by mosquitoes. But I'm happy to report that is not the case here. But there's bird poop everywhere. Hitchcock would be proud, right? There you go. Another one. Keeping the light. Women's Heritage Trail. Sarah Patterson Johnson. She was officially appointed assistant keeper of the Sandy Hook Lighthouse on May 27th, 1867. It's on the Heritage Trail for women because of the significant contributions of the assistant lighthouse keeper and the teacher, Sarah Patterson Johnson, to the state of New Jersey. I don't know what this pit was, some sort of pit. Mortar battery over there. I see something about a lighthouse video in here. I didn't notice it on my way over. Let me see what this is about. Running right now, where you have to press play. Oh, there it goes.
Welcome to the Sandy Hook Lighthouse at Gateway National Recreation Area. It is the United States' oldest standing lighthouse in operation today. Completed in 1764, it was the fifth of 12 lighthouses operating in the American colonial period. and it is the only one still standing.
I was going to watch the whole video of the lighthouse, but it was extremely hot in that little garage area. Because like I said, it's a heat wave. It's going to be, they say that today it's going to feel like 114. It's not quite there yet, but it felt like it. You get some ice cream. There's an ATM ice cream. Oh, that's McFly's. It's open. This is McFly's here. Different merch. Shakes, smoothies, ice cream. I'm going to get some cool shirts here. For business here, it's the only place where you're going to get some water, ice cream, some good food. McFly's on the hook. Good spot. Check it out if you come by. And I think they opened early today, which was a smart move because it is hot and the people are in there. It's getting busy. We just got some ice cream, some cold water. Ah, the breeze feels like a hot blow dryer. It says it was a handball court. New gymnasium built on the other side of the YMCA. A smaller gym that stood here was demolished on the site but converted into a handball court. Tree's probably seen some stuff. What's this one? This is a women's, part of the Women's Heritage Trail here. Interesting. There's a women's soldiers barracks. Wow, that roof has seen better days. That's rough. So yeah, this was the Young Men's Christian Association, the YMCA. At the YMCA. Now it's the why we have no roof. Literally just like roof shingles all on the ground here from the wind and the storms. You could play a little baseball back in the day over here. Imagine back in the day they're out here playing baseball. See what this says. This says this was the Marine Academy of Science and Technologies. Sign here. Oh, is that what they're? It's the future site of it. So we're getting history here because this is what it is before it turns into the Marine Academy of Science and Technology. This talks about why it's called Sandy Hook. Fort Hancock was built on sand to stabilize the ground. Topsoil was imported in the early 1900s. A layer of earth several inches deep was added to the parade ground and to other areas around the post. See more ships coming through. Just walking around again. Seeing the sights still. What I love about this is all the people that come together to witness an historic event, just like with Steamtown the other day, to see the big boy 4014. Everybody just coming together. That's what we need, unity. Too much division. We gotta come together. Just like this.
I know, right?
Taking a picture.
Big ass fans. Ugh, stinks. Two lovebirds just sitting in the chair. Get out of the water here. Shooing them away. Saying, get out of here. From the lighthouse to just exploring historic Fort Hancock and the breathtaking views across the Sandy Hook Bay, this was a day full of history and unforgettable scenery. If you haven't visited Sandy Hook yet, it's definitely worth adding to your list. With the 250th anniversary celebrations bringing tall ships back to these historic waters, this place continues to connect America's past with its future. And I want to thank you for coming along on our journey. I wish we had a Buc-ee's in New Jersey, but I don't think New Jersey can handle Buc-ee's. What do you guys think? Do you think New Jersey can handle Buc-ee's? I think the bathrooms, I don't know if they'd be as clean as they are in Texas and down south. What are your thoughts? Leave a comment down below. I love Buc-ee's. I wish it was in New Jersey. But I don't think Buc-ee's meant for New Jersey. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, notifications, and don't forget to keep it moving.